Hello and welcome to another episode of Top Deck, the series where we take a look at some of the leading TCG deck lists. On today we have Luke, who made top 4 at the Cheltenham Regional in the UK with Altergeist. Not looking like such a bad deck at the moment. So this is Luke's Altergeist list. It has some pretty interesting stuff in the side deck which I definitely want to get around to. But to be honest, main deck is fairly standard, except for the hand trap lineup is maybe a little bit more unusual for what we've seen in Altergeist recently. Now, if you're interested in actually testing out this list, or you want a closer look at anything, head into the description. There is a dueling book download link right in there. Just click on it, it'll take you to a page that looks exactly like this. And you can then use the download over here, and you'll be able to use this deck for yourself on Dueling Book. Definitely worth taking a look at that. Anyway, let's get into the list then. So 1 Conqueror, triple Marionetta, triple Millisuk, 1 Mortifaker, sadly at 1 still, and double Silphatus, the usual lineup of 10 monsters. This never changes between my deck lists. I don't think I've seen a single top deck Altergeist list with different monster lineups for months. It's been a while. And then triple Ash Blossom, triple DD Crow. This is obviously very impactful in the modern meta, but wasn't super popular in previous formats, so interesting to see this being a primary choice for Altergeist. Double Duality and triple Extravagance, very standard ratios, same for Manifestation and double Protocol. Then triple Crackdown, seeing a huge importance of this one. 1 Imperial Order, triple Impermanence, triple Spoofing, triple Judgment, and triple Strike. So very consistent lineup. You're very likely to have something that you're familiar with using, which means that you will have a better understanding of how all the interactions function. So in general, I would recommend more consistent decks for people who are still, trying to learn which interactions are more important. Definitely worth giving it a go. Or if you just, if you want to see the same cards more often. For the extra deck, triple Hextia, double Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, double Linkaribo, 1 Almirage, 1 Borreload, 1 Borosword, double Exterio, 1 Ultimate Falcon, and 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which I'm sure you have seen in the cover picture. This is obviously your strongest attack monster at 4,500 attack. It takes 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons to summon, and yeah, you're never going to summon it like that because you've got these nice Awaken the Dragons in the side deck. To go with those, triple Sphere Mode, triple Summon Limit, triple Evenly, and triple Storm Dusters. So what should we say about this list before we get his commentary? Well, I think it is, it's built to be a very consistent main deck. A nice lineup of hand traps to combat the modern meta. For the extra deck, you can see he's got the 3 Millisuk link cards here, so that if you do Extravagance, you're not very likely to banish all of them, which is always nice. And I always find it pretty interesting when people decide to play different lineups of extra deck cards. So he's gone for the double Phoenix because he thinks it's especially important, and 1 Borreload and 1 Borosword. You generally don't need these. Interestingly, the double Exterio, so something that you don't want to banish off your Extravagance. Side deck, also interesting, is the Sphere Mode. The fact that this is such a blowout against decks where they just put too many monsters on board is really, really important. It's so important that it doesn't matter if you lose your normal summon, which generally is quite relevant for this deck, because you have a bunch of draw cards which try and get you into your Millisuk or your Marionetta, so sacrificing your normal summon can be a bit of a problem. But clearly Luke favours the ability to just wipe out the opponent's board from that one. Okay, let's move on to the additional commentary in the rounds. And so we'll start off the rounds. 7-round event, 1 loss in round 4 to Orcust, a guy who came second with Orcust. That's pretty interesting. I'll see if I can get my hands on that list as well. As for the other rounds, 2-0 against Dino, 2-0 against Dino again, back to back, and then 2-0 against Lunalight Time Thief, just not pushing through the back row, I guess. Round 4 is 1-2 against Orcust, so a close match there. Round 5 against Lunalight Time Thief, another 2-1 here this time. Round 6, 2-0 against Salamangreat. That one's really interesting because Salamangreat used to have a really favourable matchup against Altergeist, so I bet the DD Crows came in very useful there as well. And to be honest, they're very likely to pop your back row because of Rage, so they could well have hit a Awaken the Dragon or something there. And then the final round, 2-1 against Mech Knight Invoke, the guy who came 8th with that one. So Luke said that he decided to play Altergeist because it's what his friends had to spare. He didn't expect to do very well. He was basically just going to see his friends and support the local region. This list is fairly standard, just copied what other people have played basically, with the exception of maining evenly. With the exception of maining evenly. So he said he decided to play Altergeist because it's what his friends had spare. He didn't expect to do very well, and he was mainly just going to see the boys and support his local regional. The list is pretty standard, just copied from what other people have played previously, except that a lot of other people were maining evenly matched, and he's just sort of taken that out and decided to put it into the side deck, which is fair enough. The side is a little bit different because he decided to play Waking the Dragon, and because of the new Lightning Storm card, obviously people are going to hit that a fair few times. But the one time he actually did see his Waking the Dragon, it unfortunately got evenly, so not very useful, unfortunately, there. Summon Limit, he says, was really good. He would have mained it, but he needed the space in the side deck for the hand traps, because getting hit by the full spiral combo is never fun. As for the extra deck, we don't really talk about it. So he went through his friend's binder and just pulled out random cards to fill out the extra deck. The only ones that he actually ever made were Linkuriboh Hextia, and one time he made a Borosword. The event itself was over pretty quickly, despite having 2 repairs, and it ran very smoothly considering. Shoutouts go to Ben Challoner, Lewis Plimmer, and Lewis Folks for lending him cards, Incom Gaming for holding a great regional and being a fantastic gaming shop for their locals, all of his friends at the regional that he doesn't see enough of nowadays, and to Jay Robertson for getting his first place top at this weekend. So thanks very much, Luke, for coming on and sharing your Altergeist list. What do you guys think about this list? Are there any changes that you would make? How do you feel about siding the evenlies instead of maining them? And what do you think about this trap lineup? Do you think that Crackdown is necessary at 3, the same with Imperm? Or do you think that you change it up, play some compulsors possibly? And what about these hand traps as well? Ash and DD Crow, are they your priority, or would you try something else? Let me know in the comments section, and I'll see you guys in the next video.